Okay, so I'm a little late here. However, I had BRCC on watch. This one made a pretty good move just not even that long ago. Not sure if it's just a recent IPO. I think it is, because I obviously can't go back on the daily. We also had RHE. This is another one on watch pre-market. Let's check this one out. Zoom in here on the daily. Let's see. SOPA was also on watch. So this one's been moving almost every day now. VMEO got halted and going up here. So this was one to watch once it opens. SCYX. AREB, BKKT. So I do like BKKT here actually. 5 and 10 minute look pretty strong. Spreads are about 2 cents. Want to see if it's going to hold above VWAP. Five-minute looks pretty good. I'm going to buy in here at 7:02. Looking for the next 5-minute high to break. 5-minute high is 7:07. So 7:02 again, back to 7:02 again. Let's see if we can get this back. 7:03 there. See if we get a squeeze here all the way up to 7:07. 7:05. 7:07, selling there. I should have held at 7:07, but I don't like the way it's trading. Well, yeah, look at that. I should have held. I should have held because the next 1 minute was there. I should have known better. And obviously I just sold for a $2 winner. So that should have been a more successful trade, but I just obviously didn't take it. I didn't hold my position like I should have. I didn't follow my first initial plan of breaking the 5-minute here. I basically have a 2-cent offset, so it sold me at 7:05 instead of 7:07. I didn't feel comfortable how it was trading once it dropped below 7. It went to about 6.90, I don't know, 6 or something. And I just wasn't feeling it. It was a little choppy. So this was a really good, obvious setup. Obviously, I just didn't hold the entire position. I was expecting a larger rip here, or a bigger move, but that's all right. So AREB, this one ripped just right now from 3 to 340, 350 now. So big move on AREB. I like the momentum today. There's a lot of momentum. See if we get a pullback and I can take another entry here. I don't want to break on this candle. If we can get a 2-candle pullback, we can definitely take another entry for the 10 and 5-minute break. I don't really want to see this one break though. I want to see some sideways consolidation. Would definitely want to see it hold 325, and then we can go ahead and get in again. So it held 336. Now it's at 360, 370, and it looks like it's going to get halted here pretty soon. 376. It's just really extended at this point. I don't want to take an entry just yet. So halt level moved. I could take a trade up here, but it's too extended. I don't want to take a trade this high up. I want to wait for this thing to pull back properly before I take another entry. I also don't want to catch the back end of the move. I would have preferred this candle to pull back to set up properly, just because now we only have 2 minutes. Really just 1 minute of a pullback here for the next 5 minutes. And if this pulls back too much, then it's just not looking good. It's already coming back to 50, the $0.50. If it can't hold its $0.50, then that could be a problem. If it can break its $0.50 and pop all the way back up to 65.70, then that won't look too bad for the next 1 minute on the 5-minute to actually break its high. High of this 5-minute is 382. We could definitely see this for a move through 4 and then break this high of 420. And I guess that would be my overall target. Well, attempted to buy there at 62, couldn't get filled, or 64, I guess, couldn't get filled. I like the way it was holding this range. Hasn't broken lower yet. It's still holding 64, 65 level. So 67. I might have stopped out here because now it's not pushing higher. I was hoping the dips would get bought up a little better. But so weird. I was able to take a trade on BKKT at 7, but I can't take a trade on AREB at 3. Like I said, I think I'm limited as to what I can trade on this broker. So AREB, not a successful trade. Would have turned on me anyways. I guess it's a good thing I didn't get to trade it. So now we have our 2 candle pullback on it. I would re-enter here somewhere for the attempt through 4. So 360. I could have held that entire consolidation, or I could have just bought in here at 360 for a rip to the 5-minute high break, potentially towards 4. That's what I would overall be going for. 420 is really my target for the break of this last daily high. Just depends on what this is going to do here. I'd still hold because this 1 minute looks really strong. It's about a double top here, but if it can break that double top and hold, then the next 1 minute we see can definitely rip through and possibly break 4. It's too bad I can't actually trade it though. It actually kind of sucks. Also, my trade on Facebook yesterday worked out perfectly. It was insane. I got in at the very bottom here at 224, and I bought call options early in the morning. Unfortunately, though, it took like 4 hours or something for this thing to actually start ripping. So before it ripped, I was like, you know what? And I sold it at 225, like 50. Because I was like, it's getting kind of annoying. I was up like $50, $80, and I took small size, and then I was down like 50, and then it was just up, up, down, up, down, up, down for several hours, and then it finally started ripping. After I sold, I was like, oh, so I really regret selling. I mean, yesterday it hit a high of what? No, I didn't hit a high at 33. I could have sworn I had seen it at 36 yesterday. Pretty sure I saw it hit 36 yesterday. Either way, it made a big move from where I initially bought. And I don't know. I sold too soon, which kind of sucks. GGPI popping up here. RHE, SOPA, Choppy, BTBT, BRCC. So BRCC, whoa, what's going on with my charts? What the hell is that? BKKT. Alright, so BKKT back at VWAP here. Popping up again. Just a choppy stock. It's kind of difficult to trade, I'd say. I don't know if I really want to take another trade on it. 10 minute doesn't look too bad. 5 minute doesn't look too bad either, but AREB pulling back too much, I'd say. Practically a double top up there. I have to wait for this one to actually move. And everything else seems kind of done. For now, at least. VMEO, this one resumed. Trash Resumption didn't get a lot of attention. Didn't even hit my scans, actually. GGPI. Is this getting halted? Oh, no. GGPI has how much? 80 million in float. So not a big mover here. SCYX. So the next 1 minute candle here doesn't look too bad actually to enter on AREB. It's about to open here in about 7 seconds. I'd just be extremely nervous about the next 1 minute candle being a false break just because of the MACD. So there we saw like a pop to 70, I'd say, somewhere around there. All the way back to 61 on the bid. So false break, that's what it looks like. Well, we're coming up to 9:45. One unsuccessful trade, it would have flopped me bad. And then BKKT, obviously, I could have held a little longer, but I just sold a little too soon just because, well, actually, how many seconds before the next? I sold 5 seconds before the next 1 minute ripped. Jesus. So, ANGH got halted. I didn't even see that. What the hell? So ANGH is halted, $16 stock basically. Yeah, BKKT sold too quick. It was a little choppy. Its price action was a little weird. Wasn't really feeling it, and that's why I sold early. So IRNT popping up here. Definitely a lot of action going on today compared to what we've seen. So this is great to see. I wonder if IRNT is going to pull back on this next 1 minute candle, or we're going to see a rip through 4. Kind of want to take an entry here just to see if we get that rip through 4. I might do it, but I want to see it. I want to see a proper pullback here. 75. Is it going to do a 2 candle pullback or 1 candle pullback? It's pulling back a little too much on the 5 minute, I think. A 1 candle pullback won't be bad. It just has to hold these levels. I don't want to see it flush below 70 in the 50s here. Pulling back quite a bit there from 85 to 70 or 68. Well, this one did have a nice move, but 5 minute MACD is kind of what did it for it, or what got this one going, I think. Really nice 5 minute setup, but this is pulling back way too much, I think. Curious to see if this is going to get bought up here, because now it's holding 60. It's coming back up to 70. We have 2 more minutes for the next 5 minute. 5 minute high is about 492. Nah, I'm not feeling this one. This one's just pulling back way too much, honestly. So, ANGH, when's this one gonna resume? At 9:50 and 12 seconds. Let's check out the other stocks in the meantime. SOPA sideways. RHE. No, it's below VWAP. BKKT above VWAP. Actually made a decent move there. Not too bad of a move. BRCC. Something's wrong with my charts on BRCC specifically. I don't know why. GGPI. It's a nice move, but this one had a huge flow, 80 million. AREB. Kind of slowed down here. 5 minute doesn't look too bad though. I would still be going for that daily high to break. So let's see, next 5 minute opened. I really like the 5 minute here. Would definitely get in, let's just say at 60. With the 5 minute high to break at least. Whether this will go to 380 or not, I have no idea. There's 67, 68, 70, 71. Having a hard time holding over 70 though, it's what it seems like. All the way back down to 65 for a second. Let's see if this is gonna be a false break. If this doesn't just drop, I'd be holding for the next 1 minute to open. 71. If this comes all the way back to 60 though, I'd probably just stop out of my position. Next 1 minute candle is gonna open here. So I definitely want to see the 10 minute high break as well. It's coming back too much, I'd say. Definitely want to see this candle rip, not drop. So right here, I'd probably just stop out maybe. Still sideways of what it looks like. It already broke its 5 minute high, and now it's kind of just consolidating. It's just sideways here. So, I mean, if I stopped out, that would be why. I'd rather just wait for another attempt, but just take a small scalp on it and then re-enter somewhere else because I wouldn't want to hold this whole sideways consolidation here. So here it's back to 70, big seller at 70. A lot of sellers stacked at 70. This thing to really pivot, I think 75 would have to break. And then we could see a move through 80 and then 4. So ANGH opened and sold off. It's what it looks like. Oh, it's about to get halted maybe. Super light on volume too. Not feeling it. SOPA, IRNT, BKKT, SCYX. CAN is popping on the scans. RHE. Yeah, so AREB is the only one that I'd actually be watching, but it doesn't look good here in my opinion. It's just sideways and too many false breaks. It's slowing down as we get to 380, 370 levels. This thing would really have to break 375 for me to stay interested in it, but either way, I can't even trade the stock. So, it's whatever. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I will see you guys tomorrow.